how good do you think this Ohio State team can be? What is their ceiling?
They good. They real good. They got every piece that you need. I mean, you're talking about a dominant defensive line with the best defensive player in the country. You're talking about secondary with speed, linebackers that are playing discipline, safeties that are playing discipline. Offensively, they can do whatever they want now with Ryan Day in this system and a running quarterback. They've got everything they need to win a national championship.
So with that said, so they're balanced on both sides of the ball. We know their offense is dominant, and you say they have, they have studs on defense as well. So, Todd, when we look at their two studs on both sides of the ball, who do you think is harder to game plan for, Justin Fields or Chase Young, their star defensive end?
I mean, you can go both sides, but Chase Young, man, I mean, this guy is unbelievable. And it may be me just having one eye on the draft and focusing on that, but, I mean, 8 sacks after 5 games. Crazy. Anytime he's got a one-on-one, it's not just the sacks, it's the run game and it's the effort. You can just see his hands and the way he bends and how natural he is. He's not Nick and Joey Bosa. They were different. They were leverage, quick twitch, power. This guy is bend, quick hands, and he's starting to figure out the technique as well. I'm just excited for him and what he can be. He's a special player, and he makes everyone in that secondary and the back 7 a lot better. I know Jeff Okudah and everyone in that secondary is playing great this year. But when you have a threat like this, it's forcing quarterbacks to get the ball out before they want to, even when there isn't a sack.
It's crazy, Todd, because the offensive guy is picking the defensive player, and the defensive guy is going to pick the offensive player. Here's the thing.
Because we know the threat of each.
Yeah, I know where Chase Young's lining up, bro. Like, I know where he's going to be. I don't know where Justin Fields, he's taking the football whichever direction he wants to go. And so his feet and his ability to run at his size, dude, he's 235. He looks like he's a nimble athlete. He looks like he's a small receiver out there. He runs so good. So, just don't know where he's going to be, whether he's killing you from the pocket or outside the pocket. And then again, he controls the snap count, controls when he gets the ball and how he runs it. So I just think it's harder to game plan for a guy like that that's built that way, that can run that way.
Just quickly, Todd, you said you were focusing on the draft. Where do you have Chase Young right now projected for 2020?
I went back and studied the tape, and I know it's not great in terms of the competition, but I have not seen a better defensive player in this class. The quarterbacks we'll talk about, but when there's the first defensive player off the board, this is the guy.
Yes.
All right, well, let's look ahead for Ohio State and their chances to win in the Big Ten. Right now, the Buckeyes have a 64% chance to win the Big Ten, according to FPI. They face Northwestern after a bye week before hosting Wisconsin on the 26th. Of course, they have Michigan State this weekend. Todd, in your opinion, who's the biggest threat to the Buckeyes right now?
I would say Wisconsin. When you look at this team, everyone was focused on Michigan and the loss. But I was focused more on Wisconsin and what they did in terms of both sides of the ball. I mean, offensively, I think they have the best running back in the nation, Jonathan Taylor. I really do. And, there's some other guys. We talk about J.K. Dobbins and some other players across the country. But this guy, when healthy, is absolutely special. And then you go to the defensive side, Zach Bond and what they're doing. Jim Leonard, he's going to be either in the NFL or a head coach real soon. The schemes that he throws at opponents, I just think that they're a really complete football team. And to me, David, they look a little bit more athletic than they've looked in years.
They look more athletic. I agree with that, but there's still a big difference between them and Ohio State.
Oh.
And there's still a big gap.
Everyone else in the conference.
Correct, but I think there's one defense in that conference in the front 7 that looks like Ohio State, and that's Penn State to me. I mean, they've got dudes flying around. This is by far the best front 7, most athletic front 7 that I've seen from Penn State in the James Franklin era. I mean, they got guys flying all over the field. They got speed. They got guys. If you can pronounce this name for me, Todd, that would be phenomenal.
Nope.
I'm just telling you.
I know exactly. I let Steve Levy and Greasy handle it.
Yes, 9-9. I'm just telling you, we'll be on draft boards all over the country. His name's right up there. I don't know how to say it correctly, but he just
the tight end from Missouri.
Yeah, I mean, this guy literally, he pursues the football from sideline to sideline. When I think about Ohio State and that zone read game, he's a guy that could possibly play both, make life difficult for Justin Fields. Mm-hmm. And he's not the only guy. That whole front 7 for Penn State, to me, is really, really nice.
Hi everyone, thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports, more analysis, download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+. We'll see you there.